Hi, this is Pete Williams from Unico, and I want to show you today how to change out the 115 volt motor from a 220 volt motor. We buy a motor specifically from Emerson, or Emerson I should say makes up a motor for us. It's an EC motor, uses about 45% less energy than what we had with the PSC motor. It ramps up and down automatically to maintain the proper CFM of the system. And it can be bought in either 220 volt, which has been our standard up until now, or you can change it out to 115 volt. Now the distinguishing mark, this unit right here that we have, you notice that it has a red, a black, and a green wire. That indicates it's a 220 volt motor. Sometimes it's good practice to make sure that the motor actually is what it says. Another way to check this is to take a look at the transformer, and in this case the transformer says 220 volt. So this is a 220 volt unit. You can run 115 volt to 220. It doesn't last very long. You run 220 to 115, it's not a good thing at all to do. But it's a very simple system to change out. All we have to do is take a 5/16 nut driver. We have two nuts that secure this, that secure the transformer to the control box. You have to replace that, and then you have to replace the wiring. Okay, we've now just screwed the transformer down. By the way, you have to make sure with the transformer that you take the Timmerman screws off of the other transformer and put that onto the new transformer. We will make a change that the replacement transformer will include the Timmerman nuts, but for the time being, you have to change them. So we've changed the transformer here to the proper one. Again, good idea always to check these. This one says 120 volt. Now the next thing that we have to change, this is a different wiring harness. Remember the last one that we had was red, black, and green. This is black, white, and green. And very importantly, notice this loop that we have right here. That's a sign that it's a 115 volt harness. So the next step that we have is very simple. All we have to do, there's two different Molex plugs, and they have different plugs on them. One has 5, the other one has 4. So it's very easy to tell which one goes where. One controls the motor, the other one communicates with the board. So we just put these on, these just clip right on. And we're done. Now for this unit right here, this is 115 volt supply. If we want to, we can just hook up a pigtail to this, as we do in a classroom setting, and just hook this in directly into a wall socket. So remember, the EC motor, whether you buy it in 115 or in 220, is a very versatile motor. It has two ways you can set it. You can either use the default settings, which come predetermined from the factory, or you can program it with the software disk that is included. It hooks up to a PC, and then you can set it for whatever parameters you wish to have. So that is the easy way for us to change this out. As I say, it's a good practice in the field always to make sure that you have the proper voltage supplied.